They're ready to fight. Are they fighting for love? They fighting for the challenge? Are they fighting like the Big Brother Alliance?
$1.50 or something.
They're fighting like the Big Brother Alliance?
Physically fighting.
Well,
yes. Well,
that wasn't really a fight. That was a face touch.
Dude, it's gotten so weak.
I don't know if I would let you face. I wouldn't let you face. I wouldn't like that if like you face touched me like that though.
Yeah, but you're not that. It's not punching you. It's not like you touched him in the face. Like I understand it was like it crossed the line of like disrespect, but it's not like you put him in physical harm.
Yeah, that was like illegal. That was like a 5-yard illegal contact.
That was like a incidental touching.
Right. Like
how about
very much?
How about Josh? Josh, when he argues, his arms can't go below his shoulders. Yo, this you ain't never going to a final.
You're like, going home.
He's like one of those dolls, like the NSYNC dolls. Remember from the video?
I wanna see you out that door, baby. Bye bye bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you.
If I'm any good of an editor, I have that music there with us dancing. All right, boys, let's do this. We already got copyright claimed.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I am your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my boy band members, Brian and Kevin.
Hello.
Kevin didn't wait very long for the plug.
Love it. I love it.
We are here. This is episode 5 of season 2 of the Reality Guys. We have entitled this one, and props goes to Brian popping his cherry for titles for season 2. Fed Up with Fessy. We're here, if you don't know by the title, to cover the challenge Spies, Lies, and Allies. Episode 7. It was entitled for the challenge Uncle CT. Just like in a lot of the things we've started to cover here on the Reality Guys channel, we have covered the challenge in another multiverse. We are variants. We will establish this, but guess what? We hope we are normalizing you guys. We really do appreciate everyone who's watched, subscribed already. Way more than we expected to start. No, Kevin is just literally right now jumping over to the other multiverse to go check in with his former self. He's okay. How's your former self doing?
Good. Better than ever.
Great reaction.
I'm so
good. Better. He's like, I
just checked something real quick.
That was really funny. That was very
couldn't
funny.
think anything. I thought he was going to say something sassy. He's like, wonderful.
I thought you were going to go into a little promo. Like
no, I'm not here. I'm not. No. I don't know what the other variant of Bill was like, but this variant Bill does not cut any promos. I don't have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, so again, actually, we really appreciate everyone that's been watching everything. Please, if you haven't, like and subscribe to the channel. Any kind of suggestions you have, we want to watch older shows. We said we've covered, like, this is going to be about the challenge. We cover The Bachelor. We cover Survivor. We've done other things in the past, like F-Boy Island, The Circle. We look forward to covering those same things. But like we said, any suggestions, please let us know. Our social media handles are all in the descriptions for the episode, so you can check us out there. Hit us up. We've had a few people already do that. We really appreciate that, and we're going to continue to do that. So, guys, like I said, the challenge, episode 7, Uncle CT. We left off in episode 6, which was the basic official collapsing of the Big Brother Alliance. None of us here on the Reality Guys like the Big Brother Alliance. All the big people on Big Brother are garbage humans. They are already spoiling our already toxic wasteland of the challenge. We don't need it. It's kind of like some of the stuff we complain about on Bachelor in Paradise about the people with like the influencer complaints when they're kind of being hypocrites. It's like these Big Brother people walk in and act like their reality show is much more difficult and better than everyone else's. What do you guys think about the Big Brother Alliance? Brian, how about you?
Never seen the show. Don't care. They suck.
Kevin?
Seeing the show is not like I've watched it heavily. It is not as hard as the challenge. And I mean, there's a lot of like mind games in it and stuff. But I just don't like how the fact that they think like, oh, well, we have 4. If we just come in and bully the whole situation, we'll be the head of this game. And people are like kind of going to it. They haven't for years, but like there's not enough like CT or like bananas vets there anymore that they are starting to fucking be this like powerhouse of let us run this bullshit. It's I don't know. I can't stand it.
I have one argument about
it's not the same.
I have one argument. I'm gonna even like literally make this all me. This is the one argument I have about Big Brother. If you are a show that you think is really good and really like intensive and really smart, if Josh can win your show, that show is bullshit, dude. Sorry, case closed. Drop the mic. B Rabbit moment. If that guy could be the sole survivor, referencing our Survivor coverage.
Have you watched it? Have you watched it before?
I know what Big Brother is. I watched it just like how I watched like the first season of Survivor when I was like 10 years old. I watched Big Brother when I was like 12 and it came out. I get it. I know what it is.
I know
there's a network and shit like that. I get that there's the test and there's a lot of lines and they're there for a while. But at the end of the day,
their challenges are like the weakest things in the world.
It's like they play like the Price is Right in their backyard. They play stupid shit. I don't want to hear it. But anyway, the whole reason we're bringing this up is obviously at the end of last week, there was a chain of events that led to Josh and Fessy getting into a little bit of a verbal altercation right into each other's faces.
Tussle.
They started to get separated, but then Fessy, boom, reached out, pushed Josh in the face, and boom, the episode ended. For anyone who is not a challenge veteran, one of the only cardinal rules of the challenge, and that it didn't used to be the case, but now is the case.
It's so weak. It's like the NFL.
Now is the case. If you touch anyone in an aggressive manner, if it's a fight and you touch them, you're done. TJ, the Grim Reaper. TJ, the Grim Reaper is rolling in. Now, remind you, there are even people that are on this current season, including CT, who literally wrestled and beat the hell out of a guy and stayed on a show.
Dude, punched him in the face. No, he got kicked off that season,
but has done similar things. I mean, he literally almost killed the guy. Killed the guy.
Oh yeah, dude, it was brutal.
A lot different than Josh, but because the fact of the matter is, the next day Josh made
so bad that on Paramount Plus they have every single episode of, like the challenge, all seasons, everything except for that episode. They will not. Like,
it's bullshit, dude. This is history. We need our children to be able to have a full encyclopedia. Like, imagine when we were kids and there wasn't a full Encyclopedia Britannica. Bullshit.
Wouldn't learn.
Could you imagine?
So, obviously during this, in the beginning, after all the kind of aftermath, not even before we get to Grim Reaper DJ, but like when they're all talking it out, Tori and Corey did kind of poke fun at the pizza situation and did help instigate Josh. But I want to stay on the record here that all of this is Amber B's fault.
Great.
Amber B came home that last episode, made a goddamn fit that someone, not that like she had a specific pizza, that just like the pizza she was warming up, someone ate. There are 500 pizzas in that goddamn freezer. And she made the whole big fuss and then brought up all the stuff about how she had gotten already betrayed by the Big Brother Alliance, but had won her elimination. So like, you're good. Leave it alone. You're good. But brings up this huge fight. And that's what kind of set the stage for Corey and Tori to be able to make a joke. So I want to know, you guys, whose fault is all this? Besides Fessy, because Fessy's a fucking idiot.
Dude, as a 32-year-old, it's absolutely her fault. But if I was like her age, how old do you think she is?
28.
28? You think she's that old?
She's younger than us.
Yes.
It was her first season of the challenge. She's not going to start in her 30s.
Turning 28.
Yeah, but she was also on the show before. She was on Big Brother, wasn't
Yeah, like one season. I'm looking up her.
Go to the Google
oh, she was-
machine. Go to the Google.
it? Because so like my thought process is that kind of argument to like a 24-year-old, 25-year-old is nothing. It's not a
33.
scratch on a fucking friend.
30.
33? Yeah, then she's in the wrong. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's bad. That's pretty bad. Like it's
Oh,
like,
wow.
The only kind of
yeah.
fact
I
checking
would
that you
never-
get in reality
like,
TV
I-
here on the reality
easily
guys.
relate. I would never.
Google machine. Yeah, I mean it's
Google
But
machine.
I'd also never live in a house of like 40 people.
just
I
make
feel
another
like
fucking
I'm-
pizza. You know what I mean?
Make another fucking pizza.
I mean, but like I would say like
I mean, I get where you get pissed where it's like, yeah, I've been waiting for this fucking slice of pizza that I made myself and somebody just came and snaked it. I get that. But like, not to the point where I'm going to start bringing up gameplay and it's
All right.
going to lead to that.
So, guys, let me refine the question a little bit real quick, and then we'll kind of move on into the actual aftermath of the fight. Percentage of blame between Fessy is 1, Corey, Tori, and Amber B.
what about Josh?
Josh is kind of a constant, man. Like they kind of said, like they were all kind of saying, you
Hold on,
know
wait,
exactly how he was going to fucking respond.
Repeat what you just asked.
Percent, like who's like split the responsibility. You could add Josh. We'll add Josh between Josh, Corey, Tori as a group, Amber B, and like I said, Fessy is a fucking asshole. So like Fessy is just.
I'm gonna do Amber 40, Tori Corey 20,
Okay.
Fessy 20, Josh 20.
Pretty fair. So still Amber B, the majority of the rest of them are equally culpable. What do you think, Kev?
I'm going 50 Fessy, 50 fucking Josh.
Fessy.
Oh, all right.
50. I thought it was 50 Fessy,
This guy hates Big Brother.
50 Fessy.
I mean,
Dialogue,
really, it comes down to,
dialogue.
dude, you guys are like, be adults, just fucking. talk.
Honestly,
Right,
like I
right.
think most of the blame in this,
I think it could be Corey.
in that it's listen. If you want to go into the whole meta, it's more Josh and Fessy, but like in that moment, it was Amber B, and then more so just Tori.
Yeah.
Like
I
Tori
would-
really
dude, I
had
would
no
back
business
Tori up.
starting that
How
shit.
many times are you that dickhead in the like in a?
And I like
room
Tori.
just,
I
like-
do.
Like
I hate
I
it.
know, but like,
I got that
How many times are
loyalty,
you-
bro. South Jersey.
but as somebody that is like getting
Malibu.
it poured against them, how do you not understand that? Like, you've been there. You're that dickhead in the room listening to something going on, just egging it on. You know, like.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, but I'm not that guy. I mean, I get it, but I'm not the egg.
Yeah, but you were. You've been. There's no way you don't understand.
No
what
idea
it's
what you're
like
talking
to
about.
be in
but
there.
you should no,
Dude,
I get
I'm kind and gentle.
I get what Kev's saying. Like
You've never been that guy.
I've
That's all, like-
never been mean in my life. I've never left anything in my life. I just, regardless,
Is that why they call you Mr. Ten Commandments?
I just go
You
down with the
just
ship.
never break
I'll go down with the ship. I'm very biblical.
nah, but I mean, Kev, I get what you're saying. Like you're that everyone's drunk. Like we don't need to like act
It's
like
a very common thing. Like, how do you not like expect
You know
something?
I'm trolling right now, right? You know I understand. Like how I'm an instigator. I fucking know exactly what you're talking about.
Kind of like exactly what we're talking about.
There's no way that that's happening right now.
But
Yeah.
seriously,
No, I know. Listen, you're right. Like we've all been there. We've all been the one to egg things on. We're all human. We all sometimes give into our lesser natures and we egg things on. I'm curious, like, how I wonder, honestly, but there's almost like a blessing in disguise for these scumbag Big Brother people, is because they blew up so bad this year, they'll probably reunite next year. I would find a way.
oh, yeah,
But there's also a 50-50 shot that they're just continue to self-implode because they're big scumbags.
they'll go like on a vacation in Cabo and like make up.
Dude,
I have no
that Josh
actual
was
personal
crying-
opinion on the fact that they're scumbags.
The fact that Josh was crying
Yeah.
to get to like when they said he was out, it was like, but I'm like it's cool. Don't worry about it.
Listen, okay.
Don't dude, don't
Okay,
even,
all right, listen,
it's
you're
fine.
right.
I don't care.
You're right.
It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, dude.
You're right.
And then the next sentence is like, we brought this upon ourselves. It's like, yes, you brought this upon yourself.
Obviously.
Stop like bitching, stop crying. And they are gonna come back with some fucking moral, like, now we're stronger than ever type of bullshit.
No, they're not.
And
Hands up.
I don't think they have what it takes. They don't. They clearly don't.
Hands up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a crier. And I fully admit I am a crier, and I get sensitive and I cry about things when it matters. However, I said this pre-show, Josh, this is crying for fake sympathy for like people to join a side, not genuine emotion.
Dude, the clip 4 minutes before that was him standing on the table, jumping, going, you're getting booted out. You're getting eliminated.
No,
like,
it was, you'll never make a final. You'll never make a final.
Yeah, this was your chance.
Or like, win a final. Either way, what does it say? I have it right here. Oh, you'll never see a final. You're going home with a 2 chance.
Yeah.
Which were
pretty
exactly right.
The dude's
and then,
shit.
I mean, he's not wrong, but then don't cry about it and being like, it's the epitome of what the issue was. I almost wish that he got fucking tossed too.
But then he had also thrown cups. So obviously,
I mean, him standing on the table and chanting that shit was just as physically abusive as what Fessy did to him on that pussy ass touch to the face.
Well, obviously, we've talked that the fact that this goes down, there's a lot of aftermath. A lot of the episode is all the people talking. We're not going to kind of cut to any more. So the fact of the matter is that Fessy's gone. Fessy's out. Fessy, they shut down the studio. He's locked out of the studio. You're out, Fessy. You're out.
TJ's dick was like a tentacle of a kraken, and it grabbed him and threw him out of the house.
Dude, he is such a bad.
Wait.
He just comes in and whips like the.
Yeah,
he comes in and whips the tablecloth underneath all the dishes.
Fessy, TJ is inevitable.
Yeah, like he just comes
every
in.
Episode. I found a way.
I love that he just walks in. He's like, "Yo, when you see me, you know it's bad."
He's like, "If I come to the house, it's not good. I don't want to be here."
Yeah, I love that shit.
It's Taco Tuesday at my house.
Mad as fuck when he gets there, and he's like, "Yo, I don't want to be here. I'm kicking somebody out." I wish he just painted the whole house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm shutting down the studio. He pulls the making the bin. I'm shutting down the studio. Good news. It's bad news. Bad news is I'm shutting down the studio. Good news is Fessy, get the fuck out.
Yeah, awesome. Incredible.
So this is great. I actually have a good point for this. So they're all like being devastated and whatever. And the first person that like breaks the kayfabe is Kyle. Kyle makes a point that we're all thinking nobody fucking cares if Fessy's gone. He's like, boo-hoo, Fessy. No one cares.
Yeah. His fake teeth.
No shit that.
CT
He's like never in the confessional, by the way.
He's
Fessy?
Kevin. All right, Kevin. Kyle. I'm sorry. Kyle.
Because they haven't focused on these people. This season has had a weird focus on certain people, and a lot of people have been on the show
trying to change it to like being them running the show.
Well, the problem is I don't think they're going to continue this, or at least I don't hope. And we'll get into this at the end of the season when we always do our like end of season thoughts. I don't want this constant partner swapping anymore.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I don't
confusing.
like that either. That's a
Kev,
very good call.
This is the thing I didn't even get to say to you. Like pre-show, you were like, we were talking about like, hey, how do we structure this episode? Do we just go into the episode, or do we go back and give like our retrospective thoughts? And that's not a bad idea usually. But the thing was, it's such a goddamn crisscross and fucking shit of partners. It's the only real like through line is like the Big Brother alliance falling apart. But like, I couldn't tell you 3 weeks ago who were fucking partnered up. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. I like being able to like remember 3 weeks ago, like what CT and whoever went through. I don't want to be like, did CT get switched? Like, what about Devin? Devin's had like 6 partners.
It should be like maybe once every 5 episodes, like a switch happens. Like it should be like a
or even how Corey last year. if your partner gets eliminated, then you end up with a new partner. But that was like a running joke that his partners kept losing, but it wasn't like intentional, like
that was really fucking funny.
But am I crazy for thinking that that's like annoying?
No, I think it's a very good point. And it is annoying. It brings nothing to the show. And I can't really understand why they like
it's change for chase.
On like a strategic standpoint was like, yo, we have to do this to like stay away from them doing something, like trying to run the game.
It comes off as change for change sake, like just to change.
Just to build drama almost, I guess, but which they got this week.
Yeah, but like my point is like, see how Survivor did the changes and we loved all those changes. Those weren't changes just to change things. Those were constructive changes they thought would work. Things like that just seem like, oh, we're just going to change that rule and see what happens. Like they don't actually think that like doesn't seem as thought out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mean in Survivor or
no, in the challenge. How like literally contrast last episode where we cover, if you guys didn't watch last episode, it was the season 41 premiere of Survivor. And season 41, they're making a ton of changes, like a lot of fundamental structural changes, but they don't seem to have been made. Now, listen, COVID affected some of it to force them to have to think of this, but these changes are very well thought out. We really praised it. I'm not digging some of the changes in that one specifically of all the partner swapping, because it does just seem like, all right, what haven't we done yet? Okay. Right. Oh, we haven't done it where you can change it every week.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm with you.
And I don't like it because I think the challenge itself is good enough without all the bullshit. They need to get back to basics a little bit.
I completely agree.
I couldn't agree more.
It's like if
it's just a stupid new rule and it brings nothing to the table.
It overcomplicates it for everyone involved, including the players. I think they have no idea of the structure of how like the finals coming, when they need to be good. They have no idea. It's weird.
Yeah, I think
they've made so many good adjustments like through the history of the challenge that you can like kind of recognize some of them like going through. But this one's definitely like it's gonna be dropped. They know it now. It was probably
alliance based. Like the rookies have no chance if you're in a double rookie.
Exactly. Again, and this is what we were like saying on our very first episode or our very first review of this was like, we really hope that they figured out a way that the rookies just don't get picked off one by one the first 6 episodes, and we had. Yeah, you're right. We want them
eliminated. I don't think a vet has been eliminated yet.
We want them to do what want them to do what we like Survivors even implementing. We want wins and losses to matter more than just the actual elimination in the arenas or whatever the case may be. We wanted to like there's no like I had suggested in the last time we recorded the challenge and stuff like, why aren't there not eliminations every like week or two or every couple of weeks that are purges and stuff and like things that like keep you on your toes? There's none of that in this. This is just all drapery. You know what I mean? It's just a theme party, basically, like with all the other stuff. They renamed the deliberation rooms. They do, you know what I mean? It's not, we said these rules. I'm enjoying the cast members, and the saving grace of the challenges. We have a lot of people we care about, and we're always going to care about a lot of those characters, but going forward, I think they need to go back to either very old classic themes that are straightforward or no themes at all. Survivor did that. No theme this season. Survivor 41. That's it. There's changes, but it's not like a James Bond cosplay or a pirate theme or this, it's just, it's fucking Survivor, which next year should just be like the challenge.
Yeah.
That's it. Challenge ABC party.
I don't even need like that. I just the challenge, back to it. Boom, done.
Nah, I'm with you, man. Cuter than the other.
So the other kind of through line that we move on to before we get to the actual challenges and the elimination is that CT does not want Berna on her team. And our girl Emmy, rookie, some would say annoying, some others would say really annoying. she also wants off her rookie team, which I don't blame her strategically. This challenge still a fatal flaw sets up this whole pick off the rookie things. They got to do better with that, other than the random flopping of teammates every week. But the consensus with CT, and I haven't seen this as much. They haven't highlighted it more than other people. Is that Berna oversteps and she's too strategic and is too social? Have you guys picked that up? That she's too much?
0%.
0%, unless they're referring to like her, like
Well, like being annoyed at
like
Amber.
flipping on to Nelson there at the beginning.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? That happens all the time, and that's not even it wasn't even a big fight. Like, who the hell?
And it's
No.
kind of obvious that her and Nelson are even done. So I don't understand that reference at all.
Yeah, it just to me is
She doesn't not. If anything, I would think she'd be like a strong, like somebody you would want to go into the final with. Like she's like a strong, competitive girl. You know, like
Yeah, I agree.
rather her over Emmy. That's for
absolutely is way too emotional.
I mean, look at her fucking life choices. So with these like tattoos and fucking blue hair. I'm sure she's not making the correct decisions in certain time frames.
She does have an all-time line later on in the episode that I will highlight, though. I will have to say. I don't. The one thing
Can we edit that out? I'm sorry.
It's fine. I can use that as my beep out.
Yeah, bleep it.
That's my beep out. Listen, Kev, listen, guys. I sometimes Kevin just says really nasty, crude, violent, fucking evil things, and I have to bleep them out. And it proves that I actually edit these episodes. No, just
because I'm very empathetic and I understand the murderer's mind.
Kevin, what did you text me the other day? I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Fucking kill yourself.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
What did I text you?
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I texted all of us. Yeah. Oh, I texted you.
No, you texted me that shit.
Yeah.
Oh God. So the only other things going into the deliberations, they kind of got a get out of jail free card. Oh well, yeah, get out of jail free card because of Fessy being gone. So Esther was just left to kind of fester. Ooh, that was a good one.
Oh.
But it sounds good. The only thing that they kind of left in a little bit of like up in the mystery was that Casey still really hates Amber B and wants her out. So they kind of teased that maybe she would throw her in. They don't. It's going to be Emmy and Esther. It's kind of a pseudo hall brawl. It's kind of cool. It's a hall brawl, but you have to jump, then climb up and hit the bell, which is right on the border of the hallway, as opposed to like outside of the hallway, like a hall brawl. Right? That pretty accurate.
Above it. It was like above it. Yeah.
You had to like climb the fence.
Emmy was a lot stronger than Esther.
I mean, were you surprised by that?
I just wasn't. I'm not even doing like a size thing or that, but like I don't know. I mean, they kept. Put it this way, I guess maybe it was like the editing of the episode and like the confessionals, testimonials, but everyone kept talking about how good of an athlete Esther was. So, and again, the editing of the actual challenges never lets you actually see how fast anyone is or how athletic they are. So I was kind of taking out the word, but Emmy whopped her, man. Like she really, really did. She 2-0'd her, but Esther did the whiff Esther had in the second round.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. I mean, you never know. Going into a third round, you never know what could happen. But she got a little antsy and jumped probably a quarter second too soon. And she.
I mean, I had this conversation and I was like trying to figure out. They both like physically had what it would take to like take the other one out. But Emmy just like mentally, I think.
She had the
tiger. She gives me like that Big T type of
more than Big T even.
And just
I think Big T was
just pure.
Yeah, Big T soft.
Yeah, wait, is Emmy from Romania?
Yes.
Yeah, those Eastern Europeans, man. I wouldn't want to fuck with them.
Well, look, so you kind of teased me. All-time line from Emmy after she wins. She wins. She runs out of the hallway, drops to her knees, and I quote, "For my father, for my grandmother, for Romania." She's like this, like screaming in their ear like Ivan Drago. For my father, for my grandmother, for Romania.
You don't want to mess with somebody who's doing that.
She picks Uncle CT, obviously. That was the whole end game. She gets Uncle CT, which ends up with her abandoning Huey, who ends up with Berna. Yeah. So we still have a rookie team.
Sucks, man.
I just want this fucking storyline over with.
I'm very sick.
They got to lose next week. It's a waste of an episode, but they got to lose. Or one of them's got to lose.
They're just not approaching it correctly. They're approaching it like it used to be like, oh, don't worry, we'll bring in these new players. These now 38-year-olds or 35-year-olds that are still playing this game aren't in it to like get sexually attracted to the younger players and stuff like that. They don't want to associate with it. Like it doesn't. Bringing more of them does not make it so that this process of just picking off rookie after rookie after rookie and hopefully getting one random like slag person to follow along a veteran, it's not going to change what they're looking to do.
And the way they can fix that is if you lose the challenge, you go in the elimination.
You die.
Yeah,
you die
even
and just straight up, you're dead.
But even what you guys are saying, it's all correct. But like the point that you guys are even kind of just from your conversation is proving is that we talked about this in our pre-show. It's like simplify it, pull away all these mechanisms. You're adding all these mechanisms like these stupid spy things and these. The moving of a million teammates, all the fun stuff about the challenge was them building up all the social time with each other and having weekly challenges where they would win some money and some goofy fucking reward and then get elimination stuff. All this extra stuff, if all they're thinking about now is the alliances and the voting, it's Big Brother. It's literally becoming Big Brother. Pull the bullshit out and go back like 10, 15 seasons ago, back to like original Duel, original Rivals, like when it was still Real World Road Rules, like when you were winning like banks throughout the season, like do that kind of shit. Like this is getting to a bloated point where like it's like I'm never gonna stop watching the challenge, but it's not must see right now for me this season. It's bothering me honestly, and I loved how last season ended. We all did, and we thought that was gonna flow into this season, and so far it hasn't for me.
Fair, that's very fair.
It really hasn't, and it sucks.
That's fair. I think for me it's still must see, but
no, well, it's must see though. But like in a vacuum, Kev, if you weren't the challenge fan you were, and this was the only season you watched, this is not going to be like,
oh yeah,
gotta see it this week. Like,
see, this is my issue with the fucking Bachelor. Whereas like
the Bachelor is inevitable, Kev.
I get it, God. I get it.
I just love the tea. I love this through line. I love this through line.
But
that's my thought. Like it's just bullshit. It's gonna be bullshit forever.
Right, but like,
obviously,
think about it. If you lost the challenge every week, a vet could lose, and if they had to fight a rookie, that's fine. It's still not rookie on rookie crime every time.
Right, and that's not even fucking happening.
Yeah, right. So like if they went back to that, like you lost the challenge, then they voted in a rookie. Maybe your rookie might win that week, and then some vets out. So it's like it's not. Every week, a rookie team is going home.
It's just they can. And the idea is when one of these vets they can switch again, so they always end up getting shuffled, and the people left over are always rookies, and they end up together.
But we're talking about the tease of next week. It looks like Huey and Burma look like they do pretty well in the challenge.
I mean, it'd be cool.
It'd be awesome if they won, honestly.
How would that be freaking?
That's the last rookie. Huh?
Huey and Berna teased that they looked like they do
Burna.
well.
I said Burma like the country, I think.
Burma.
But like if they win, that means
I dated a girl from Burma once.
there's no rookie team left. So that means a vet is going in, and then a vet has to be added in by them, which would be nice. It just maybe this is the breaking point of the show where it's like finally
God, I hope so.
we'll be like back to normal a little bit. Maybe for a week. Just for a
7
week.
episodes is a lot for us to still not feel like they're in the groove of a season.
Yeah, I just feel like there's like the
It really has dropped off. Like,
they've eliminated so many good rookies.
it's a shame.
Are good challenge.
This is season, it's just to me, it's just off. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, that is episode 7 of the challenge. So overall, like I said, we have one more rookie team. I'm hoping in the next week or two. I mean, obviously the Fessy thing was going to be the big focus of this episode. They kind of turned last week, and this week's episode should have been, it could all been one episode, but
100%.
someone getting sent home for a physical altercation is a perfect way for them to stretch an episode out. So they did, is what it is. I'm hoping maybe after next week, there may be a new thing introduced. I know we had some teases in the early trailers that there was going to be a lot of twists and turns. Maybe a mercenary comes. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they swap the teams all without them having a choice. I don't know. Just do something, but I want to have something for us to be able to debate. As far as the reality guys,
They get a murder mystery.
We're still working on our original murder mystery series. We will eventually do that ourselves.
Murder one of the rookies.
Murder vet.
Murderer. We will obviously, we've kind of talked about jokingly throughout. We are going to continue our Bachelor in Paradise and then moving into Bachelorette coverage. We will also continue our Survivor coverage. We just got that going. Challenge, anything else, like we said, please subscribe to the channel. I don't know, guys. I'm having a good time with all the variety and the consistency we're doing. We are going to try to do some more fun things with maybe some random shows like Floribama, Jersey Shore, even some shorter shows for YouTube, things like less than 10 minutes even, but we will, let you guys know about them as we come. But until next time, for myself, Brian, Kevin, peace.